Alright, so today we're looking at Unit 7, Goal 3, and that is that you can use the relationship among the sides in a special right triangle. So we're going to look at two special right triangles that will help us to find missing side lengths. So this whole unit is different ways to solve and find those missing side lengths. In the special right triangles, there's other methods that will work, but these two triangles make it a lot easier and simpler if you know those relationships. So when we did our activity, we noticed that that all right triangles have the same ratios if they have the same equal sides. So all similar right triangles have those same ratios. Since they're similar, they have those same ratios. So we're going to look at two types of special right triangles, 45, 45, 90 and 30, 60, 90. And we'll go through some examples on there and how to find those. So first our 45, 45, 90. So we know since they have two equal angles, this is an isosceles. So the two legs are your equal sides. And your base is your hypotenuse, and that is whatever your side is times the square root of 3. So we see that relationship every time. So since we know that, we can use this when we are solving for the hypotenuse. We would take the leg and multiply it times the square root of 2. If we're solving for the leg, we do opposite. So we multiplied to get the hypotenuse, so we would divide to get the leg. So here we're given the leg. So x equals the leg, which is 9, times the square root of 2, because my hypotenuse equals the leg times the square root of 2. X is my hypotenuse, and so we take 9 times the square root of 2. And then we would want to find that decimal of that, just so we have a good idea of what that side length is. So 12.7. All right, and again, we have the hypotenuse, so we're going to take 6, and we're looking for, or we have the leg, and we're looking for the hypotenuse, so 6 square root of 2, and we'll multiply it by the square root of 2, because this is our leg. When we're finding the hypotenuse, you multiply by the square root of 2. So that gives us 6 square root of 4, which is 6 times 2, or 12. All right, let's look at some and you want to practice a few in your notes. You can do that on these two. So same concept, just giving you some practice on that. So now we're looking for the hypotenuse. So we're given the leg. We know the hypotenuse is whatever the leg is times the square root of 2. So x equals the leg, which is 8 square root of 2, times the square root of 2. Oh, that one we did is like the one we did. Sorry, when I skip that one, that would be 16. And that one. All right, so now we're looking for the leg here. So we found 8 by taking a times the square root of 2. So 8 equals a square root of 2. And we divide by that square root of 2 to get a then. So we multiplied to get the hypotenuse, so we'll divide to get the leg. A equals 5.7. Same thing, we would divide by the square root of 3. All right. Next one we want to look at is our 30, 60, 90. 30, 60, 90, all the sides are different, but they do all relate off the short side. So we're given the short side, the longer leg is whatever the short side is times the square root of 3. The hypotenuse is whatever the short side is times 2. So everything goes off that short side. So we need to determine what we have and then use that to find the short side unless we're given the short side. So here's 30, 60, 90. This is my short side. So I'm good with that. So then I look at x. X is my longer leg. And so x is whatever the shorter leg is times the square root of 3. So I'm going to take this shorter leg, 4 square root of 3 over 3 times the square root of 3, which will give me 4. And then my hypotenuse is twice the short side. So short side again is 4 square root of 3 over 3. So I would do 2 times that short leg, 4 square root of 3 over 3. So 8 square root of 3 over 3, and then we would find that to be 4.62. So if you don't have the short side, then you're going to go opposite. So here we multiplied to get these other two sides. So if we don't have the short side, we're going to divide by either square root of 3 or 2. So here we're finding BC, and we were given the leg, the longer leg. So we know that they took the short side times the square root of 3 to get 4 square root of 3. So you kind of can see it, but short side would equal 4 square root of 3 divided by square root of 3, because they multiplied to get this, so we have to divide to get the short side. So short side is 4, and then everything depends on that, and that we have to find that short side if we don't have it to find the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse then is 2 times the short side, or 2 times 4. All right, that's all we're going to do on that. This is the same thing. It's just 45, 45.